Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Texas Tech. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Cougar 19.
Now Willis. That is complete downfield to Knox. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
They go play action with Willis. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Check smash. 60 Maverick, go.
To throw, here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him to 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kill.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 but no more than that. Second down.
Three-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Carter straight ahead. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a gain of 3.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
Let's go, kilos to work, huh? Can't even get on my phone, man. On the server. Get my first phone. Hey, where we get a phone? Never watch nothing. Never be watching this.
That was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8. Up the middle they go. Overton. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Willis from the gun on third down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, first and 10. Nix to the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. Nick's going to tap this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of 2.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Nick's looking to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Willis looking to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Overton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Willis will look to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Willis's pass complete to De'Ami Brown. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Willis to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Willis looking to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
19 sight, not 70.
Up the middle they go. Overton. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to take it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Get it. Ready, ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Overton. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 70 ring. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Willis. And he is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Throwing Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For the field goal, a 62-yard attempt.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little.
I don't know, give me a sec. I gotta run downstairs.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hold on, son. Motion, motion. Ready. Ready. Ole, ole, ole. Armor, chill. Huddle. Punch left.
A give up the middle to Carter.
Dang, dog, you was gonna cheat like that? You know you budge right now without the front game, but my God.
Loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Hey, motion, motion. Ole, ole, ole.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. Nothing.
Here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Right back to the air again with Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now Willis. Now he'll tuck it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Martin Emerson. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Nix, and that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketing the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
To throw, here's Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Willis. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Overton to the 27-yard line. Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here. The season openers are able to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Nix. He'll get this to Coleman. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Captain.
To throw, here's Nix. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Overton. 49 yards rushing for him now as he